Can you see everybody else?
Let's see. Hi. Yes, I see a room full of people. I see Beverly, who I recognize, and I see Lorraine, who I recognize. Anybody else there that I know? Yeah. Oh, there's Miriam. Yeah. Okay. Miriam's kind of off the camera. Yeah. If you guys, because I'm recording this and I'm gonna post this as an educational video, so I'd love to be able to include everybody. The people who are on the edges need to move a little bit in more so that you're on the camera. If you care about that thing, I'd love for everybody to be recognized. Yeah. So we're still getting some people cut off, but whatever. You make yourselves comfortable. So.
I gave him a little quick, brief intro about you. That's about it.
All right.
A brief introduction to daily laughers and a little bit about Laughnosis. Otherwise, it's up to you.
Okay, well, I'm not going to talk too much about myself, but since you're there for laughter yoga training, I would like to use this opportunity to share with you a little bit about Laughnosis and how, as a laughter yoga leader, you can be more influential with the people who come to your laughter sessions, even if you've never studied hypnosis before. Has anybody there studied hypnosis before? Nobody? No? Okay. Can everybody relate to the idea that influence is not necessarily a bad thing? We're not talking about a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing. There are ways that you can be unethical with influence, but when you're leading laughter yoga, you're in a position of leadership. And people are coming for some kind of benefit and value. And there may be a range of different reasons that people come, but you are at liberty to address all of them. And that means to influence people across a range of reasons. So for some people, it may be they really want a cardio workout. For some people, it may be they're experiencing depression and anxiety, and the time spent laughing with you can lift their mood. There's a lot of things that you can accomplish, and I want you all to embrace the idea that your position of influence is ethical and acceptable, and that with knowledge and with experience, you can enhance your influence. That's where I'm coming from. Everybody on board with that?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So now I'm going to ask you another question, and let's see how quickly you can fill in the blanks, right? In laughter yoga, we say the body doesn't know the difference between blank and blank. What are we talking about?
Real.
Yeah. So the body doesn't know the difference between laughing at something funny and laughing on purpose. So I wouldn't call it fake and real. It's got to do more with what are we using to stimulate our laughter? Is it external, jokes and comedy and humor? Or is it internal? We're choosing it with our intention. We're doing it on purpose and unconditionally. The body can't tell the difference between laughing on purpose and laughing at something funny. We all understand this concept?
Yes.
All right. Now in hypnosis, we say something very similar. We say the body can't tell the difference between something real and something vividly imagined. Does this make sense?
Yes.
When someone has narrowed their focus of attention and that focal point is internal, what they're imagining will create an automatic response from their body as if what they've got in their mind is real. And that's a basic foundational building block of hypnosis that we are essentially replicating. What is the object that I'm imagining? What is the object I'm imagining? Okay, so we are guiding people to use their imagination constantly in a laughter yoga session, are we not? Yeah. So what happens when people are using their imagination? Their body's treating it as real. when you spend 30, 40, 50 minutes laughing with a group of people, and then you come to the meditation and relaxation portion of your session, your laughter group is hypnotized. Even if you don't know the first thing about hypnosis, now you do. You have effectively hypnotized your entire group of laughers simply by inviting them to play and laugh and imagine. They're going into hypnosis. They're narrowing their focus of attention. What do you notice when you laugh about how much thinking you have going on? A lot less. That's right. This is another fundamental hallmark of hypnosis. When we guide somebody's attention to be focused very narrowly, internally, they're thinking about the outside world. They're examining their sensory inputs, what they see and hear and smell and taste and feel, way less. So their imaginary representation of the world becomes so real that they'll respond to it automatically. So your group is hypnotized when you're doing the meditation and relaxation at the end of a session. I'm not telling you that you're hypnotherapists now and can make people quit smoking or lose weight. Right? I'm just telling you a fundamental similarity between hypnosis and laughter. And this is where we came up with the concept of Laughnosis. Because I was already using this combination of things in my practice as a hypnotherapist and a coach for several years. And that led to this book called Laughter for the Health of It, which is available on my website, dailylaughers.com. And over the years that I was sort of developing this approach, it was not showing up just in my laughter sessions, but in my clinical practice. And I was consulting about what I was discovering with a couple of my colleagues. So one was Kelly Woods, who I wrote that book with, and then another was a man in Austin, Texas named James Hazelrig. And he got really inspired by these ideas and started exploring it in his hypnotherapy practice too. And that led to this book, The Little Book of Laughnosis, which is also available at my site. And so James and I put together this whole curriculum to teach laughter people how to use these combined concepts in laughter sessions, as well as to teach coaches and hypnotherapists how to use it in their more common context, working one-on-one with people. But it all starts right here with these very basic concepts that you've already learned and kind of gone, like, yeah, wow, that's kind of obvious stuff. So if you're willing to accept the idea that you necessarily have the ability to influence people by laughing with them, by facilitating their laughter sessions, then what is within the scope of like permitted or acceptable influence for you as a laughter leader is to talk about how laughter lowers your stress, how laughter boosts your mood, how laughter improves your circulation because it dilates your blood vessels, how laughter strengthens your immune system, how laughter makes you more resilient, how just by being here today and having this laughter experience and now laying on the floor, listening to the sound of my voice, you can integrate these benefits and make them even more long-lasting. All the things that you're saying can address the common reasons that people come to your laughter club. And you can reinforce the good work that you've done by teaching the laughter exercises and spending the time laughing by just sort of bringing it all home and you know, going full circle at the end of your session with suggestions about maximizing these benefits by suggesting that people are experiencing heightened motivation and dedication to laughing every day. So Karen talked about daily laughers. That's my thing, my message to the world. Everybody should laugh every day, at least 10 to 20 minutes. If you don't know how, watch me. I'll show you in a brand new video. Every day we'll laugh with new people from all over the world. We'll show you new ways to laugh. We just want to get you laughing every day so you'll be healthier and happier and a positive influence on people around you, and it just will ripple outwards. And you can say all these things to the people in your laughter club at the end of a laughter session, and it's going to sink into their brain in a different way than when you meet somebody in the supermarket and say, I haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? I did this laughter yoga training. Laughter yoga, what's that? And you tell them in a more conscious way, what's laughter yoga? And they're like, I don't know if I can do that. That sounds really weird, right? So people are in a totally different state of mind in the supermarket, catching up with an old friend, hearing you talk to their conscious mind about what is laughter yoga, compared to people laying on the floor or sitting in a chair, listening to you talk about how they can maximize the benefits of the laughter exercises that you've just led them through. So you have that within the scope of your ability, within the scope of ethical influence. And if you want to learn more about how to use language for this, if you want to understand more about how the mind and body pieces of hypnosis and laughter yoga come together to make Laughnosis, we have an online training. It's about 3 hours that will be totally worth your while if these things are important to you. Karen and Beverly will teach you more about yoga nidra before the end of your training. And this is also a very basic hypnotic approach. In hypnosis lingo, we refer to it as a progressive muscle relaxation approach. Does anybody know that phrase, maybe from meditation or traditional yoga? Yeah. So it's just about moving your focus of attention from one part of your body to another, but staying internally focused and telling people you're getting more relaxed, you're getting more relaxed, you're getting more relaxed. It's very basic, and hypnotists generally consider this to be kind of too boring to use with clients, but we still do because it's effective. So Laughnosis takes this ancient tradition of yoga nidra, and it says, look, if we do this at the end of a laughter yoga session without giving suggestions for maximizing these benefits, without using what we understand about kind of what people are receptive to after having spent the time laughing, it's like leaving money on the table. And this isn't about money, it's just an analogy. It's like leaving money on the table means you've missed an opportunity, right? That's what I'm talking about. You have opportunity at the end of your laughter sessions to deliver more value than what I think traditional laughter yoga leader training teaches you to tap into. So the Laughnosis training will help you understand how to tap into that extra potential benefit that's available for the people in your laughter clubs. Does that make sense? Any questions about that?
You want to give a quick example of like a little future pacing? Is that what you call it? Like,
yeah. So
imagine yourself tomorrow.
Yeah. So future pacing is the idea of inviting people in their mind to go into the future. It could be a day, a week, a month, 6 months, a year. And in these future time periods, you're having them imagine the benefits. Like, for example, you notice that you laugh more easily, and things that used to be struggles and challenges, these things don't bother you as much anymore.
Did we lose you?
No, I'm still here. Yeah.
We lost you about 40 seconds ago.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to turn it back on. Yeah? Okay. Everybody see me now? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so future pacing means having people imagine going into the future by any interval, and it's typically good to do it in multiple intervals, a day, a week, a month, a year, and at each interval, you're having people imagine experiencing the benefits of what they've already done. So I was saying, imagine being able to laugh more easily. Imagine things that used to challenge you or frustrate you, just, rolling off your shoulders, no problem. Imagine other people noticing how much more joyful you seem. So on and on and on, the kinds of things that you want to influence people to experience. You take them into the future where they're imagining influencing or experiencing these benefits, and as they become aware of their ability to connect with these benefits, what we would call resources in the future, we then invite them to return slowly to the present and maintain their ability to access all these benefits and all these resources. And that's a very basic hypnotic concept as well that we call future pacing. And so one of the things that I like to suggest to people is, we go all the way into the future, but we imagine starting tomorrow morning, waking up, still filled with all this joyful laughter energy that we've cultivated in our laughter class today. And throughout the day, you notice that you're still feeling that laughter energy and you want to just let some of it out. And it's okay if you make a little joyful sound. And it's okay if you feel that playful energy, and then we take them further into the future and we're showing how it's building up, and we're basically giving them hypnotic suggestions to reinforce the motivation and dedication to doing this every day. So what is Daily Laughers about? It's about getting people committing to laughing every day. So this is exactly the number one type of suggestion that fits within the scope of what you as a laughter yoga leader are kind of ethically expected to do and you're capable of doing because the people are receptive to it. So the learning part has more to do with the language skills. And so if you'd like to go deeper with that, check out the Laughnosis training. If you have questions, I think we've used up all our time here. I welcome you all to join the Daily Laughers group on Facebook. You're all welcome to friend me on Facebook. You can ask me questions about any of this, either privately or publicly. And then for people who do take the Laughnosis online course, we then have a private Facebook group for discussion that goes deeper about that. That's only for the students who have taken that course. So yeah, thanks for your attention. Thanks for doing the laughter yoga training. We need as many laughter yoga leaders as we can get in the world. So good on you. And Lorraine and Beverly too doing the refresher. That's awesome. Or not Beverly, Miriam, I mean. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. We have more people doing refresher too?
Yeah, Joe.
Oh, hey, Joe. I can't see you. You're off the screen. I'm not sure. There you are. Yeah, awesome. So I think that's great. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to share this with you.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Woohoo! Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Beverly. Carry on.
All right.
Bye-bye.